All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. Pastor Dowell here. Hey, I have a question, a very serious question. Now, I think it begs and it needs to be asked. I really, truly do. And the question is this, because I had somebody ask me this question. Pastor Dowell, do you trust the government? Well, the answer is an absolutely, positively no. I do not trust our government. Never have trusted our government. Can't even believe that at one time I actually worked for the government. It's crazy when you become a history buff and you understand some of the things that governments have done to their citizens and their populations throughout history and annals of time, and the deception tactics that they use to try to make you feel part of something only to end up forsaking you. Let me give you an example. Do y'all remember how that, the Biden administration, they turned around and they're over there in Afghan and they're withdrawing, and all of a sudden they left over 300 and something Americans behind, literally left them behind, in a worn, torn zone. It wasn't even a matter, it didn't even take no time at all for the Taliban, who America was fighting for 30-something years. No, 20-something years, excuse me. It took them no time at all to actually take over the country they've been fighting for the last 20-something years. I mean, I keep telling y'all, the Russians, Genghis Khan, and all them, man, they couldn't even beat these people. And the one thing that they've got against us and all other invading forces is time and poverty. They're used to living like that. And they're very resilient. And people are always going over there picking on them. Now, I'm sure that they're not innocent. I mean, after all, what government is. Let me get another one. You ever heard of the Tuskegee experiment, where they gave a bunch of black people a disease? Or how about the veterans coming home from war? Coming home from world wars. And they were supposed to be able to pay them, the soldiers out there protesting in Washington, D.C., only for the government to ill-advisedly treat them harshly. Get your butt up out of here. Can you believe it? And guess what? It ain't changed. That's just the nature of the beast, or the nature of governments. Well, Americans as a whole have proven that they do not trust the American government. And can you blame them? I mean, after all, what has government done to show that they can be trusted? Every single 4 years, we play this president thing. And I told you, and I'll run it down again. Let's start with Jimmy Carter, Democrat. All right, had enough of him. So what does the American people do again? As dumb, dormant, docile, and demoralized and demonized as we are, and I'm throwing everybody in there. Yes, I am painting a broad brush. Listen very closely. Next thing you know, Reagan comes in. Oh, yeah, Reagan. Ooh. Got Reagan in there. Got Bush in there, Republicans. Then we got Clinton, Democrat. Then we got Bush, Republican. Then we got Obama, Democrat. Then we had Donald Trump, Republican. And the jury is still out deliberating concerning this Biden thing, Democrat. So what do you think is going to happen next? Yep, the two-party dictatorship is going to insert a Republican, and back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And guess what? Americans' lives don't improve one bit whatsoever at all under government. As a matter of fact, our national debt now is over $30 trillion, out of which we gave $85 billion to the enemies we've been fighting, allegedly. Somebody who attacked the Twin Towers. You would have thought that the war would have been over a long, long time ago. So many dead soldiers, dead Americans later, and billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. But I can tell you one thing, the military-industrial complex, boy, they really, truly made out like a fat cat, though, didn't they? Boy, there's great profiting in war, especially weapons, arms deals. Man, big time money. And what does it look like right now? Well, it looks like that we're trying to find another war to get into. game plan hasn't went as we thought it would with Russia, and Russia's doubling down. As a matter of fact, Russia's even thinking about going to attack Poland. Matter of fact, I know the one thing they did, they have cut off the gas line to Poland. So whatever sanctions, which is an act of war, is just a soft form of war. It really, truly is. That NATO, American, they're along with the American alliance of NATO, whatever they deem to impose and stuff like that, Putin is fighting back hard. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what I see. I see that NATO is playing checkers and Putin is playing chess. Now you go figure. Which one has the most difficulty to it? Well, I told you, and I said it. Ukraine. I wonder why does Americans all of a sudden have a love for Ukraine, but they don't have a love for all the stuff that is going on down in Africa? I mean, it makes no sense to me. It's nonsensical. And anytime Ukrainian refugees, or now they're called migrants, not immigrants no longer. They're no longer. There's nobody's being termed and deemed as illegal immigrants. They're all migrants now. So anyway, remember the people down in Texas taking horses and whooping the hell out of Haitians, but then all of a sudden, when the Ukrainians come in, man, we get presidential camera taking and cheesing and grandstanding and stage playing in front of the American public. Everybody's giddy and bright-eyed and wild-eyed welcoming these people in, and it's just one thing after another. But you know what? Didn't I tell you that Putin is going to reduce the Ukrainian nation to a rubble, a heap of ashes? Have you went on there and seen it yet? Have you seen it lately? Yeah, Pastor Dowell is telling you the truth in a true straight way. Do I trust government? No. Should you trust government? You can do it to your own apparel, but I can tell you one thing, government does not have your best interest in mind. Let's go domestic here for a second. If you believe government has your best interest in mind so much, then why is it that they tax us, levy us, fine us, surveillance us, fingerprint us, and continually intrude upon our privacy all of the time, looking for some type of damn loophole? Why would they turn around and go out and hire 70,000 brand new IRS agents in order to learn how to extract more of our sweat equity from us if you really truly believe that the government has your best interest in mind? I don't believe they have it in mind at all. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on about the things that are important to us. I mean, after all, do you think they really truly give a damn about all these high gas prices? Nope. Do you think they really care about inflation? Nope. Do you really truly think about the influx of immigrants that are coming in this country right now and actually just really truly sucking our substance out from under us? Nope. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. And we surely know that the American government does not give a damn about Americans, because if they did, they wouldn't have left them abandoned over there in Afghanistan. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? So myself, like a lot of veterans, become salty over the years because after getting out of the military, thinking we're doing something notable, come to find out we've been nothing but a bunch of pawns in somebody else's chess game. The only thing they do is insert somebody else into the position who are gullible and don't really truly understand the intent while we're trying to act patriotic and all this other stuff. I tell you what, I've learned one thing about Americans. You never go out there and fight for this country, America, because you're wasting your time, because the people that will send you to go fight will not fight for themselves. They will not fight for this country for themselves. But what you do is you fight for your family, your friends, your kinfolks, your neighbors. You know, the neighbors that have proven themselves to be neighbors. That's what you do. You fight for people like that. You don't get up here and get caught into this quagmire mess and this deception while people are feeding you with good words and fair speeches, deceiving the heart of the simple, making you think that they really truly care about you when they don't care about nothing at all. I mean, after all, when you think about government subsidiaries and all these handouts and everything else and stuff, every single time you think you're getting some benefits, and I do say benefits tongue and cheek, every time you think you're getting some benefits and stuff, guess what? It's like they have one hand out in order to congratulate you because you met the criteria. You qualify for these benefits, but right behind your back is, guess what? Terms, agreements, undisclosed to you when you accepted the benefits, fine print you never did see, hidden contracts, adhesion contracts that bind you even more so to them, and not only that, threaten you with a fine of $5,000 or possibly even 10 years in prison. Man, ain't you proud to be an American where at least you know you're free? Wow, wow, wow. I tell you, nope. While I do still believe that America is the best country and the place on the face of planet Earth to live, because I have been all over this globe. I truly have. It's not without its faults, that's for sure. But if you want to improve your manner of lifestyle, don't invest in your government. Invest in yourself. Invest in your homestead. And instead of going out there learning how to live like everybody else, as soon as your paycheck comes in, it goes out to everybody else who you pay to help them fund their living and their lifestyle. Learn how to keep a lot of your sweat equity invested in your own land and in your own people. And then start to diversify and learn what real true wealth is. Because real true wealth is not going out there getting in debt. As soon as you get some money in your hand, you pay it out to somebody else in order to fund their livelihood. I hope it said something to stimulate thought. I needed to come and talk to y'all this daytime and hour that we're in. So I hope you listen really, really close and consider the things that I say. Listen, protect yourself, guard yourselves, especially from an evil, tyrannical government and from any enemy, foreign and domestic, that may seek to do you any type of hurt, harm, or danger. Stay keen, watch your six, be sober.